What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. It looks like Niantic is trying to take Pokemon Go back to its roots and are making some big updates in 2023. So let's go ahead and hop into them. So I'm sure most of you know, back in 2016 when Pokemon Go first released, the entire thing was based around the fact that they wanted people to quite literally go outside and touch some grass. They wanted people to explore new places, meet new people, make new friends, and just make new connections while also getting in some fresh air and exercise. But obviously that all changed back in 2020 when basically the entire world was forced to stay inside, which of course caused Pokemon Go to make some very necessary changes, like remote raiding, since nobody could actually go out to gyms to do these raids. They had to do them from the comfort of their own home. And little did they know, but these remote features actually became some of the biggest hits within the Pokemon Go community, since sometimes it is hard to go out in the world and play this game, whether it be time constraints or whether you live in a rural area and there's just not a lot around you that you're able to interact with that has to do with Pokemon Go, whatever. There's a plethora of different reasons why these remote features ended up being a big hit, and trainers have loved them ever since they were introduced. However, it looks like Niantic is trying to bring Pokemon Go back to its roots, and they're making some big changes in 2023. Since yesterday they tweeted out this update that says, "Trainers, today we want to share our renewed commitment to bolstering Pokemon Go's in-person experience. We have a lot planned for 2023, but first we'd like to recap some of our recent updates and share additional updates that are coming soon." So it looks like they are trying to go back to their roots and start getting people to go back out into the world in order to take part in Pokemon Go. And so here on the Pokemon Go blog, they released this article yesterday as well, and it says, "Our continued commitment to real-world play in Pokemon Go." Which honestly, I hope they are committed to improving the in-person experiences, since we all know how the Hoenn tour in Vegas went this year. And not to mention, the Regidrago raids that went live today were not without their faults either, since people couldn't even get into the raids for quite some time after they went live. But let's go ahead and see what they got up their sleeve. So it says, "Dear trainers, today we want to share our renewed commitment to bolstering Pokemon Go's in-person experience. We have a lot planned for Pokemon Go in 2023, but first we'd like to recap some of our recent updates and share additional updates that are coming soon." Okay, that's quite literally what they tweeted out. What's new, Pikachu? Alright, so game updates. Elite raids that feature new or unique Pokemon, such as this weekend's Regidrago Elite raids, that didn't age well, are one of the first steps in that commitment. We are also working on the following. Number 1, improvements to raids that make it easier for you to participate in local raids and become friends with trainers you've battled with. Number 2, enhancements to the game experience when playing in person with family and friends. And number 3, new features that provide benefits and encounters with Pokemon while exploring outside. So it looks like when it comes to in-game updates, they're really trying to beef up the rewards that you get for playing in-person events. However, while I was scrolling through the comments on their original tweet, most people didn't really care about this. Since we have been playing Pokemon Go with these remote features for a couple of years now, a lot of people have made connections to trainers on quite literally the other side of the world. And so what they were hoping for was things like easier access to remote raid passes, being able to trade with lucky friends that are located on the opposite side of the globe, or even just in a different state, and things along those lines, just to make the remote features a lot more accessible, since a lot of us have made these connections that are not in our local area. It looks like they are also making updates to Campfire. So it says, "Last year we launched Campfire in select US cities. Campfire's goal is for trainers to connect, discover local communities, and find nearby raid battles. We've continued to improve Campfire through the following updates, focused on helping trainers better communicate and work together to tackle raids in person." There's that in-person statement again. I'm telling you, they're trying their best to bring Pokemon Go back to its former 2016 glory, when there would be literal mobs in local parks. Maybe not to that extent, but you get my drift. So they'll be adding the ability to start conversations at Pokestops and gyms around you, and also adding the ability to navigate from Campfire to a specific gym in Pokemon Go. Campfire will also see updates soon to significantly improve how trainers connect, chat, and join raid battles together in Pokemon Go. This is a key step in preparing Campfire's continued rollout and access for trainers around the world this year. So it looks like Campfire is going to be a big thing for them this year. And the last update that they are giving us is about the Community Ambassador program. As another demonstration of our core commitment to promoting real-world social gameplay, we are continuing to grow our Community Ambassador program. This program, available in select areas, nurtures in-person Pokemon Go communities while also fostering new communities for trainers to find. We've added 200 community ambassadors from around the globe month since its launch last August, providing them with tools to connect to their local player bases and unique incentives to encourage local gameplay. We look forward to sharing additional updates about the program later this year, including new ways to join and celebrate your local community. So clearly, it looks like the running theme for them with these updates is that they are trying to get people to go back out into the world in order to play Pokemon Go, which, as disappointing as it is, I'm sure, to a lot of players, since, like I said, we've been playing Pokemon Go with remote features for a little bit over 3 years now. So this is a big adjustment back to what it was before we had all of these cool remote features. But at the end of the day, this game started as a game that was supposed to get people to go outside. So I kind of see both sides of the situation, and I can see why they would want to kind of steer back in that direction as we are slowly recovering from the past 3 years and we're not forced to stay inside all of the time anymore. However, I will say that I do agree that just because they are trying to push in-person play, that doesn't mean that they should neglect the remote features either. Just because, in my opinion, why does it have to be one over the other? Why can't it be the best of both worlds? If we make remote features more accessible, it's gonna get more people excited to play again, since they'll be able to trade with friends overseas and have access to more remote raids, and get version exclusive Pokemon that they wouldn't be able to get unless they literally fly to a different country. But if they do give these remote features a little bit of love, that doesn't mean that they have to ignore the in-person features either, because they could realistically also add benefits to in-person events to encourage people to play in person as well. Like, why not have options? Give us some benefits for the people that do want to play locally and go outside and use Pokemon Go as their daily exercise, and give benefits to those who want to play with friends overseas and are maybe more of collectors and want to collect all of the regional exclusive Pokemon that they're not able to get unless they literally travel there, which I think a lot more people would be willing to buy a raid pass than they would to buy a plane ticket. Not to mention, I feel like remote features are also one of the biggest ways that Niantic is currently making money off of this game, so I feel like it's not wise for them to draw the attention away from one of their biggest money makers right now. Since when it comes to in-person events, the only things that they can really charge for are like special research or timed research or maybe in-person events. But those are just my thoughts on the matter. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. But that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this video. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, I kindly encourage you to subscribe so that I can continue to make content for you. And if you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials, so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to those of you who have joined the channel as members. I appreciate you all so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.